Hi guys, it's Jody. Today's video, I want to do another one of the transfer swipes that I did. I've only done one where it was, and if you saw, I did it on a diagonal, an 11 by 14 piece, and I really like the concept of that, and I want to, go bigger, a little bit bigger and bigger with it, but I wanted to do a special one for myself because it was my birthday yesterday, and I want it to be purple. So I want to do one of those on a 12 by 16, but I'm doing something a little bit different. I really like the diagonal, but I wanted to try it going horizontal just to see how that looks as well. But so that is what we are up to today. So let's go paint. All right, running through my color palette and still activator really quick before we get started on today's piece. I've got Jo Sonia's Aqua. And I just got a little bit left of this. And this is my Valspar Varathane. And then I've got the PBO Studio Acrylics, the iridescent blue-green. I've got a lot of this. And this is also Valspar Varathane Pouring Medium. And then I've got shades of purple. This is my custom blend that I created recently. It was the Creative Inspirations Purple Lake with a couple drops of the Permanent Violet Dark Golden Fluid, and then a little squirt of the PBO Studios Iridescent Blue Black. I'm really digging that color. Somebody needs to make this color with this blue undertone. I love it. This is also my Valspar Varathane. And then I've got Matisse, the Dioxazine Purple. This is also Valspar Varathane. And then I have got the Amsterdam Bronze. Some of these colors are left over from a few videos back. This is Dutch Boy Jo Sonia Pouring Medium. And then finally I have got this little piggy pinwheel. That's what it looks like dry. And there's that consistency. This is also my Dutch Boy Jo Sonia Pouring Medium. And my cell activators, I have two. I've got my new favorite gold now. This is the mix with the Atelier Interactive Pale Gold, and then the PBO Studios, the Precious Gold with Australian Floetrol at 4:1. And this is the Atelier Interactive Mars Black, also Australian Floetrol 4:1. 4 parts paint, 1 part, I'm sorry. Nope, scratch that. 4 parts Floetrol, always 4 parts Floetrol, 1 part paint. All this information is going to be at the end of the video in snapshots and in the description box down below in case you missed it. All right, now let's go paint. All right, today's piece, I have got a 12 by 16 standard canvas, and I want to do something similar to the video I did where I did it on the diagonal. I did that piece where I swiped, and then I did kind of the transfer swipe. I want to do this with the purples and the blue, but I want to go this way instead. So I want to have the swipe down here and the transfer swipe kind of up here. My pillow is my normal Glidden Premium and Satin today. I've got a bunch of it on my bench, but I did have a question that was posed to me, because I do go between pillows sometimes, and how I choose what for what. And honestly, sometimes it's just how much I have on my bench, because I use these 32-ounce containers, and it just depends, sometimes depending on how big the piece is. Other times, I like to use the Glidden Premium and Eggshell sometimes, but that gets too thick for me in the winter. I'm not temperature controlled, so I really have to be mindful of the thickness of my paints as the seasons change in here. And maybe that's something that you struggle with as well. And it's been a learning experience for me, but usually I'll stick with thicker pillows. I'll use those in the summer because my thinner ones that I use in the winter get too thin. My Glidden Premium and Satin, that's my workhorse. I can use that anytime, anywhere, and it'll produce great results. This Multi-Pro, the PPG, I'm newer at it. Right now, it's doing really great in the winter. We'll see how it works in the summer, so that's still to be determined. But I just wanted to give you a little bit of a background on my pillows. And So that's pretty much how I decide the season sometimes, but mostly it's what do I have on my bench the most of. And so today, again, it's going to be my Glidden Premium and Satin. I am going to get this flooded and I'll be right back. All right. I think I am going to start with, I'm going to put, similar to the last time we did this type of swipe, I'm going to put some in the middle here. I'm going to put this bronze down first. That's probably all I have left too of it, which works out just fine. Yep, no more of that. And then I'm going to use up the rest of this aqua. Just a little bit. This is the Jo Sonja Aqua. And then I'm going to use I'm going to put a purple on too. There's that. I'm going to put this custom the custom purple I made on now. And then the rest I'll put on the palette knife. That should be good. A little messy, Jody, but I'm just going to go with it. All right, I'm going to use, yeah. I think this is my Blick, the number 34 again. I'm going to use this. I'm going to load it up and I'll show you. But we're going to swipe similar, just like so. And then we'll do the transfer swipes up here. All right, on my actual tool, I've got the black cell activator, the gold cell activator, then I have the Daxazine purple, and then the Pinwheel Piggy. So I think we're just going to start right here. Swipe just like so. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm not worried about this. It's going to come off when we spin it now. I want to do the transfer swipe. Put some pillow on. Yeah. Squeaking out just a little bit. This is the PBO blue-green, the iridescent blue-green. And then this is the custom purple. The pinwheel. And then the Dioxazine purple. Put the black on first. A little bit of the gold. A little more of the gold. There we go. That's enough. Let's use black for this one. Swipe a line in the middle. And then we'll finish it up with some black and gold. All right, that filled in really nicely. So we are just gonna take, oh, I think I'm gonna take some over here. Just to fill that in. The really cool cells I wanted to keep in here, so hopefully we keep most of it. All right, and that's kind of what it looks like right now, but I want to bring some of the coolness factor up. All right, I am really liking how that has come out. I'm going to meet you over at the spinner box and we will see what comes of this. All right, I'm excited to see what comes of this. I kind of want to move it up this way a little. Oops. Yeah, that's great, Jody. Just stick your finger in it. Actually, I'm going to move it down because there's certain areas I want to keep, but we are looking at the middle portion of this. So I'm going to give a spin. Ooh. And then I need to guide it some more, how I want it, what I want to keep. I need to get I'm gonna go that way a little bit. I want to take a little bit more right off right here. I don't want to spin too fast. I've already lost a lot of my cool cells up there, but I am really liking how this is turning out. All right, let's put that back in the middle. Let's take a little bit more that way. Okay. Oof. Gosh, this is all just opening up really nicely. I've lost some really cool stuff I didn't want to lose, and I knew that would happen, but there's still just so much going on here. I love the color play. But we still got just a little bit more paint to get off. Let's go this way. Just about there. Oh, I love this top up here. It looks like stained glass. Yeah, I really like this orientation with this at the top and the swipes down here. I think we're just about there. That is a winner chicken dinner. I love these colors. I'm going to get cleaned up. I can't really pick it up. I'm going to get cleaned up and I will bring you over for the flyover of this guy. All right, here is the flyover. I've got my flash on because there are a lot of really nice sparkles in here. I am totally loving these cells down here. Just the coolest. We've got a mixed bag in here. We've got some really cool cells. We've got some really nice movement, and what it just looks like stained glass up here. I absolutely love it. I wanted to keep more of the transfer swipe, but I'm kind of glad it stretched out the way it did, because I mean, you get just the color play in there. It's just so soft up there, and just these little overhangers here, and I love how some of the folds ended up in here as well. But all the shimmer is just gorgeous. These cells here too, I just love. I love that those hung on at the edge too. My little hanger-oners. I didn't get a lot right here, but I love the color play, so I'm not mad about it. I am totally excited to see how this dries, so I will be back once it's dried to show you the dried results. All right, here it is all dry. Oh my gosh. I am so over the moon over this piece. I'm going to bring you in and show you all the lovely details and how it sparkles. But just, I mean, I love the two sides, the swipe, and then up above the transfer swipe, it almost looks like stained glass. And then what I did in the middle, it just kind of adds an ethereal look to it. So, but let me kind of bring you in. I didn't get some cells right here, but I love just the color blend of it. And with that gold cell activator, it just gives it a really nice sparkle. But this stuff here, this transfer swipe at the top, as you keep, spinning it out, it just kind of becomes a little bit more transparent. The colors blend. It just looks like stained glass. I just love it so much. And these little paint scoop and drags, I can't get enough of those. This right here, I just love the cell, so I can't get my words out. The cell swipes, just gorgeous. These cells here, and then some of these over here too. I just love. I mean, I love the whole thing as a whole. It's just gorgeous. This is my favorite orientation on it, but I'll show you a couple more. I want to pick it up. Here's all you can see that the shimmers in here. I mean, just gorgeous. I mean, and they're subtle, and I love it that way, because my purple's in there for sure, but there's just a softness to it as well. So let me show you a couple different orientations. This way's not bad. Not really a fan of that way. Ooh, I kind of like that. So yeah, either this way vertically or else this way horizontally are my favorite. So let me know what orientation is your favorite. I would love to hear your thoughts on it. So let me flip you around for my final thoughts. I got my purple piece. Oh, it dried like a dream too. But I love the concept of the swipe on one, so the more traditional type of swipe on one side, and then kind of the the transfer swipe and just kind of like the almost stained glass effect of the other side. But I almost like diagonal. Like I want to try this again, but diagonal, like do over, but not, because I love this piece. But this was so much fun to do. So let me know, what do you think? Do you like it diagonal or horizontal? And when I say that, I mean, you know, the line between the transfer swipe and the swipe. And you can also tell me what orientation you like of this piece too. I'd love to hear that as well. But I'm definitely going to bring this style back. I really enjoy the two different swipes together, and I kind of want to push it and go bigger and bigger. So with that, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.